Hello, everyone. Import is as important as export in international trade. In the following, let's learn the basic procedures of import. The basic procedures of import also consist of 4 stages: preparation, negotiation, performance, and post-events. The procedures of import illustrated in the following are based on FOB terms: payment of LC. The first stage is making preparation for importing. First, market research. Know about the intendedly purchased commodity, including their possible economic prospects, their international supply and demand, their selling prices in international markets, the related import policies, laws and regulations, and conventional trade practice in the foreign country. Second, formulate purchasing and operating projects of imported commodity, including the selection of purchasing markets and partners, the quantity of commodity, the possible purchasing time, price, trade terms, and transaction conditions, etc., which will be the important basis for future negotiation and import. Third, source contacts with potential partners. In order to ensure your rights and benefits, you need to study the credibilities of the partners, trying to get their credit reference from local banks, and know about their business range, style, and annual sales volume, their major customers, and financial conditions. The second stage is business negotiation. First, inquiry. Business negotiation starts with inquiry, which is a request for information of business, such as price list, catalog, samples, and details about the goods. Second, offer and counteroffer. In general practice, when an offeree receives an offer, he usually will not accept it immediately, but would make a new offer as a reply, which is regarded as counteroffer. Third, acceptance. If an offer or counteroffer is accepted, an agreement is reached between the seller and the buyer and becomes effective when a contract is concluded. Fourth, establishment of a contract. The third stage is the performance of an import contract. First, apply for import license. Generally, the importer needs to apply for the import license from the authority after the contract is signed. Next, open the LC. If the payment is to be made by LC, the importer should apply for opening the LC at the issuing bank with the date stipulated in the contract, and then forward it to the exporter. Next, book the shipping space. Under an FOB agreement, it is the importer's obligation to book the shipping space and accept goods at the stipulated place. After receiving the notice that the exporter has got the goods ready, the importer should charter or book shipping space with a carrier and give the exporter sufficient notice of the information, such as the name of the vessel, the name of the loading point, and the required delivery time so as to make smooth delivery without delay. Next, cover insurance. Under the FOB terms, the importer will normally be expected to effect insurance for the goods on board on the receipt of the loading advice from the exporter. Next, make payment. If payment is made by LC, the importer will be asked to make payment to the issuing bank against the relevant documents if they are in exact conformity with the LC. Next, receive delivery and inspection. After making the payment, getting the shipping documents, the importer will receive delivery of the goods from the carrier at the stipulated destination. If necessary, the importer or his agent would apply for the inspection of the import goods to ensure that the goods delivered are in conformity with the description of the goods in sales contract. Should there be any inconformity, the importer may lodge claims against parties concerned for compensation. Last, customs clearance. After the inspection, the importer can apply for customs clearance and pay for import duties according to the customs requirement. Then, the importer can take the goods after they get cleared through customs. The last stage is post-event stage. There is some follow-up work after the import. The importer needs to handle verifications of import exchange payment after making payment. If there would be some complaints or claims arising from breach of contract or risks in transit, both importer and exporter have to settle disputes according to the situation. Another thing they need to do is to place the relevant contracts, documents, and materials on files for future reference. That's all for the introduction to the basic procedures of import.